Thanks for tuning in today for Thrive Thursday. I've got a meal in a jar mix for you. My husband and I have been gone on our birthday trip, but now we're back and I just didn't want to miss my Thrive Thursday. So here we go. And this is actually a pretty healthy recipe. Most of my recipes are more along the lines of comfort food, but this one is full of good ingredients and it's still quite delicious. I'm calling these banana oat pancakes, and it's a just add water recipe. By the way, bananas are on special this month, so be sure to click on my shopping link if you'd like to order any. I had seen Miss Lori on Whippoorwill Holler. She and Mr. Brown were doing a recipe for banana pancakes, and it reminded me of these peanut butter banana pancakes that my mom used to make, and I thought I'd try to convert them into a meal in a jar. These use no flour at all. It's just oats, so they're actually naturally gluten-free. I'm starting with a quart-sized jar, and this recipe will give you about 10 banana peanut butter oat pancakes. I'm using a heaping cup of the quick cook oats, and then this scrambled egg mix is going to help give your pancakes some lift, that and the baking powder. I'm adding 1/4 cup of peanut butter powder here to make this shelf stable. My mom actually used to use peanut butter in the batter. And then you're going to add a few more powders to this, some butter powder, milk powder, and of course baking powder, vanilla powder, and a little bit of salt. I'm going to use the apple pie spice, but you could definitely substitute cinnamon there if you would prefer. And I'll tell you that my husband does not like these without the brown sugar. So I put that it's optional, which it is. I mean, the bananas and the oats have some sweetness to them, but my husband really likes it with the brown sugar, and he doesn't really like it without it. So I'll just leave it there. Now I'm putting the mini chocolate chips in a little baggie. You want to keep that separate because we're going to blend the batter, and those don't need to be blended. So keep those separate, if you want to use those. Not everybody in my family likes the chocolate chips on their pancakes, so I like to keep them separate anyway. But isn't that a lovely little jar? I just think that's so cute. I love our bananas from Thrive Life. Whenever you're ready to make this, first thing you should probably do is heat the griddle. The batter comes together really fast in the blender, and so go ahead and plug in your griddle. I'm going to say 325 because I just think 350 is too hot because the outside of the pancake will burn before the middle gets cooked all the way through. So 325, and then everything goes into the blender along with about 1.5 cups of water. And I'm going to show you at the end the consistency that you're going to be looking for in your batter. So if your batter ends up thicker than that, you can always add some water. And if it ends up thinner than this, you just throw some more oats in there and blend it again. This right here is what you're looking for. So it's kind of thick. It's not too thin and not too thick, but like Goldilocks, right in the middle. And I do like to put butter on my griddle because I really like that browned butter exterior, that crispy brown butter edges to the pancakes. I think it's wonderful. And now is where I just sprinkle on some chocolate chips. Most everybody in my family likes the chocolate chips on there, but okay, I'll just tell you, it's me. I don't like the chocolate chips. I like banana and peanut butter together. I like peanut butter and chocolate together. And I like banana and chocolate together. But banana, peanut butter, and chocolate, it's just too much. It's just too much for me. I think it's distracting. So I just like the banana and peanut butter together, and I don't like the chocolate chips. But anyway, as you cook these, you'll look for those telltale signs of, like a regular pancake, you'll know when to flip it when you see the dry top, the little bubbles coming through, especially on the edges and in the middle, and you'll know it's time to flip that pancake. And that's all you really do. Cook it on both sides and then rinse and repeat. Do the same thing again. And like I said, most everybody likes the chocolate chips. So I went ahead and made 8 pancakes with the chocolate chips. And then I just made myself 2 pancakes at the end without. And you can kind of peek underneath and see But if you've made pancakes in the past, you'll probably be able to figure out when it's time to flip. And I keep my pancakes in a tortilla warmer because it just does a great job of keeping those pancakes hot. So my husband likes these with butter, maple syrup, and then a drizzle of peanut butter. So this is how my mama used to do it. She would take some peanut butter, heat it in the microwave or on the stove just a second until it turns into kind of a liquid, and you can drizzle it on just like you would syrup. And I love a peanut butter drizzle on these pancakes. I just think it just takes it over the top. It's so delicious. And of course, a sprinkling of extra chocolate chips. So I said earlier that this is a kind of a healthy recipe. I mean, healthy-ish, because I like using the oats. I like it that there's no flour in these. But, you could go overboard with peanut butter and chocolate chips and then turn it into something that's really not healthy at all. But it really is delicious. No matter how you top these or what you do with them, it's a really, really tasty recipe. These pancakes are a little bit more dense than a regular pancake made with glutenated flour. I'll show you the interior of these in just a minute. You can probably tell they are a little bit more dense, but they are delicious. Really, really tasty. And on my channel, I have done several recipes with the Thrive Life bananas. I think they're fantastic. They only use bananas that are ripe, so they're nice and sweet. I like to snack on them, actually, the banana slices. I think they're so good. But they're great in this kind of recipe, too. I have up on my channel already a recipe for chocolate banana bread. I'll link to that below. And also, I've got a recipe that I used my multi-muffin master mix, and then I made banana muffins with these. But yeah, so see the interior of the pancake? That's what it should look like. Just delicious. Yeah, I'm so pleased with this recipe. I hope y'all like it too. Well, thank y'all so much for watching. I'll include the full recipe in the description box below, as well as my shopping link in case you want to pick up any of these Thrive Life ingredients. I'll also put my website. I have a cookbook. It's an ebook that's for sale. Over 90 recipes for meals in jars. All right, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you. God bless you. And until next time, y'all take care and keep thriving.